Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. So, Singapore has this scheme called Supplementary Retirement Scheme or SRS, where it lets you contribute money to it to save on taxes. Nice, right? Well, yes, but no. Because according to statistics, 26% of the funds in SRS are just kept in cash. You guys be like, yay, I save on taxes. Huge success. Meanwhile, your SRS money is just sitting there doing nothing like a lazy bum, and it is earning a super duper lame 0.05% interest. Might as well keep the money in the bank account, earning a lame but less lame 0.5% interest instead. By contributing to SRS, yes, we save on taxes, but there's still inflation, where it comes and be like, nom, eat up your money if you don't invest your SRS money. So in this video, I will tell you what are the best ways to invest your SRS money so that you can grow your money while saving taxes at the same time. Sounds good? But before I start, I would greatly appreciate it if you can help to tap the like button. In return, I will show you a cute duck. Alright, let's start right now. So if you look at this Seedly article, it shows you all the different ways you can invest your SRS money. Like a lot, huh? Not really. First up, they don't have crypto in here. So if you want to buy a Dogecoin or Flocky Inu, oh, sorry lor, SRS be like, no, we don't do that here. Second, even though they say that you can buy ETFs and shares, but you can only invest in stocks and ETFs listed in the SGX. Oh, that means you can't buy your Tesla and GameStop, which is listed in the US stock exchange. Too bad lor. So your options are limited. But luckily, we still have a few good ways to invest our SRS money. However, here's the thing, even though you have lots of different ways to invest your SRS money, like bonds, ETFs, fixed deposit, and so on, some of them are actually not optimum to invest your money in. Here's why. When you put your money in SRS, you can't anyhow withdraw the money. You can only withdraw at the statutory retirement age, which is currently 62 years old. If you try to withdraw anytime before that, can, no problem, but you need to pay some penalty for withdrawing early. But wait, that's not all. If you haven't opened your SRS account and contributed to it, I got bad news for you. Effective 1 July 2022, the retirement age will be raised to 63 first, then slowly raised to 65 years old. So if you haven't opened your SRS account yet, you better chop quickly open it and contribute $1 to lock the withdrawal age at 62 years old, yeah? Anyway, back to SRS investments. Most of you right now are in your 20s to 50s. That means you have a very long investment horizon before you can withdraw your SRS money. This means you have a lot of time to overcome any market crashes. If you look at past data, the average length of a bear market is only like 9.6 months. So it's totally alright to invest in higher risk stuff like stocks and ETFs to get higher returns. You don't have to invest in stable BPP safe investments like bonds and fixed deposits. Because we have a long investment horizon, we don't need the safety. Okay, yeah? Okay, with that being said, let's go to the first way of investing your SRS money. Stocks. Oh, sorry, it's not stocks, it's just Singapore stocks. As to what Singapore stocks you can invest in, it's totally up to you. If you want high risk, high reward, invest in growth stocks lor. If you want dividends, invest in dividend stocks lor. So simple. If you want some growth stock ideas, just search on YouTube and you will see all kinds of recommendations. For dividend stocks, I got recommendations for you. You can just check out this video if you are interested. But otherwise, here's a quick summary. Just invest in the best dividend stocks and you'll be alright. My personal favorites are DBS, Mapletree Logistics, Mapletree Industrial, Ascendas, and CapitaLand Commercial Integrated Trust. The reason I like them is because all of them are very important to Singapore. Like DBS, a lot of us have a savings account with this bank, right? Or the REITs, they own a lot of commercial properties, industrial properties, and malls in Singapore. This means that as long as Singapore does well, all of these companies will likely do well too. However, here's a downside to investing in Singapore stocks. High brokerage fees. Check this out, Dollars and Cents has a list of stockbrokers that you can use. Then you'll be like, I want to use Tiger Brokers and Moomoo because they give me commission-free trading and free Apple stocks. Bad news for you because those low-cost brokers don't support SRS. So IBKR, Saxo, Tiger Brokers and Moomoo are out. Too bad. So you can only invest your SRS money using other brokers like CIMB, DBS, Maybank, OCBC, UOB, and most of them have a very high minimum trading fees at $25. So whenever you buy a stock, you instantly lose $25 to trading fees, and when you sell, you lose another $25. That's super duper expensive because with $50, you can already order 10 Chai Fan with fish. So if you want to invest in Singapore stocks, the cheapest broker that you can use is FSMOne, which charges $8.80 flat fee. That would be your cheapest option. So that was the first method of investing your SRS money. Second method, Singapore ETFs. For those who do not know, basically an ETF is just a basket of stocks. There's some additional benefits of investing in an ETF. First, because the ETF has so many stocks, it is well diversified. Meaning, even if 1 or 2 stocks does badly, you are still alright because there are tons of other stocks that will back you up. Second, ETF is self-cleansing. If there's any stock that underperforms, you'll be kicked out and replaced with a better stock. For example, SPH was doing badly over the past few years, and as a result, they kicked SPH out and replaced it with Mapletree Industrial Trust. Then in 2021, Fraser Logistics replaced Jardine because it wasn't doing so well. All this means that when you invest in ETFs, you don't have to manage your investments because it will auto-manage itself. As to what ETFs you can invest in, recently SGX released a list of top 10 ETFs held by SRS investors and some new ETFs eligible for SRS. Technically, SGX has given you guys some stock tips, so you can check this out. But my personal favorite is Spider S&P500 ETF. Basically, it invests in the top 500 companies from US, like your Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and so on. And it gave a 16% 10-year annualized return, which is super duper high. Compare that to the SDI ETF, which only gave like 4% 10 years annualized return. If you look at the charts, you will see how big the difference is. The downside of investing in Singapore ETFs is the same as investing in Singapore stocks: high trading fee. So if you want to save on fees, just use FSMOne. Third method, RoboAdvisors. But not all RoboAdvisors support SRS. If you check Sidley, you will see that only Endowus, Money Out, StashAway supports SRS. I won't go too deep into these 3 RoboAdvisors because I've already made videos to talk about all of them. Talk until my saliva also dry. But I will give you a very quick intro for these 3 RoboAdvisors. All of them lets you invest in pre-made portfolios, meaning you don't have to go pick your own ETFs or anything. You can just go in, choose your risk appetite. Like if you're scared and want to be super safe, you can choose the lowest risk portfolio. Or you want fast and furious, you can go for the highest risk portfolio. Then enter your investment amount and you are done. So simple. Next, StashAway and Money Out have dividend paying portfolios where you can invest and get passive income. For StashAway, it is the income portfolio, and for Money Out, it is wise income. But since the passive income goes into SRS, got pay like no pay like that, might as well don't pay. So I wouldn't recommend you to invest your SRS money into dividend paying portfolio because you won't be able to receive the passive income. Next, StashAway has 3 thematic portfolios where you can invest in. They are all high risk, high reward stuff. So like I said, all these portfolios are super straightforward. You just choose which portfolio you want to invest in and you are done. But I want to show you something interesting. Endowus has something called Fund Smart. Here, you can choose over 100 plus funds to create your own portfolio. But of course, you cannot choose all 100 plus lah. That will be super extra. Instead, you can only choose up to 8 funds. They have a website that lets you view all the funds. All you need to do is filter by SRS to see which funds you can invest your SRS money in. Which you choose is totally up to you, but I have a few favorites. The first one is the Lion Global's Infinity US 500 Stock Index Fund. Basically, your usual S&P 500 fund with the usual Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. This fund gave 15% 10 years annualized returns. The second one is Dimensional's Global Core Equity Fund. This fund invests in stocks from developed countries around the world. Most of the holdings are from US and the rest are countries like Japan, UK, Canada, Switzerland, and so on. So it's no surprise that the top 10 holdings are all familiar names from the US. This fund gave 20% 3 years annualized returns, which is really high. Finally, the third one is BlackRock's BGF World Technology Fund. This fund invests in stocks from the technology sector all around the world. Most of the holdings are from US, then Netherlands, South Korea, and so on. The holdings are your usual technology stocks. So that's Endowus Fund Smart. With RoboAdvisors, you don't have to choose your investments if you don't want to. As for the fees, Endowus charges 0.4% for general portfolios and 0.3% for Fund Smart portfolios. Money Out charges 0.6% fee. StashAway fee will be the highest at 0.8%, but becomes cheaper the more you invest. The downside of using a RoboAdvisor to invest is you have to pay an annual fee to the RoboAdvisor, while for stocks, it's just a one-time fee. On top of that, there's additional fund level fee. For example, if you use Endowus to invest in the US 500 Stock Index Fund, there's extra 0.35% fee on top of the RoboAdvisor fee. But I feel this is just a small issue because with this extra fee, there's a RoboAdvisor and fund manager behind helping me to manage my investments. leaving me with more time to do more important stuff like playing Animal Crossing. On top of that, by investing through a RoboAdvisor, I'm able to invest in overseas markets which can potentially give higher returns. So the higher fee might actually be worth it. So anyway, those were the 3 ways on how to invest your SRS money. Which method are you using? Let me know down below. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.